Hey Zach, it's Mike. Listen, I'm gonna record this in real time. Like I'm just gonna actually build a page real fast, just with the actual button, um, and hopefully it works. So anyway, there's a couple of things you got to do to the code, either before you put it in to lead pages or after. It doesn't matter. Before is a little easier because you can open up on a bigger screen. After, it's in this little tiny window. So anyway, I'm hoping you can see my screen. Let's see, I'll go to, this is the code. So the code is all of this for the button. Now, there's a couple of things that you have to do here, well, at least just one for sure. Right here is where you're going to put your ClickBank hop link. So whatever offer you're on, I think this is Fave Food. Well, actually, this might be Venus Factor, but I'm not sure. Maybe Fave Food. Anyway, you're going to go to ClickBank. You're going to go to your offer. You're going to click on promote, and you're going to get your ClickBank hop link. Do not put a TID. Do not put a tracking code on it in ClickBank. It won't work because it's done different. Anyway, you're going to put that hop link right here. Got it? Now it's towards the bottom of the code. Like I'm scrolled all the way to the bottom, so you can see it's sort of. You can just Command F and then type in ClickBank. And it'll just go right to it. That's what I do to find stuff in code like this. Anyway, you're going to change this to your hop link to whatever offer you're promoting. So when you're building a page for Fave Food, it's Fave Food, and Venus, and it's Venus, blah, 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 right? Okay, right after that, you'll see right here, it says watch the video in caps on mine anyway. That's the actual text that's in the button itself on your page. So if you want to say, learn more, or take the quiz, or click here now, or watch more, or anything like that, you're going to just highlight over watch the video and type in what you want it to say. So that's it, really. I mean, that's all you have to do. I will tell you that it is right here is all the code that makes up the actual button itself. So it's like the color of the font is right here, the font family, font size, font weight, which is bold, the padding, all that stuff is right here. So if you want to change the text color, which I did, I think I changed it from black to white. I can't remember. I think all F's is either white or black. Anyway, that's where you'll change the color if you want to change the color. This is the font size of the button. Now, I've changed the font size a couple of times, and it took a few refreshes. Like I had to refresh the screen. I had to log out of lead pages and log back in. And in fact, one time it even took until the next day before I actually saw the font size change. I've also had good luck where I changed this and the font size changed immediately. So I don't know. Sometimes you have to refresh everything or log out, log back in kind of thing for the font size. Font weight, bold, if you want to bold it, if you don't want to bold it, whatever. And then there's some other things here you could mess with, like the button's radius and the border. I don't know how to mess with that stuff. So all I did was change the font size and the color of the font. It has gradient and all this stuff up here, which I don't know how to change or mess with. The background color of the button, you could change that too if you want. Anyway, that stuff's sort of like extra. But the critical stuff is right here on this. You got to change that link, that hop link, and then whatever the text on the button. Of course, if you're using watch the video, then watch the video is fine. But anyway, you're gonna make those changes. So again, what I did was I have this file in my just like in a document, and then I copy that document. You'll notice right up here this says copy right up here. Whoops, right up there it says copy, because I copy the original code before I start making changes, just in case I screw it up. So I just suggest have a master copy of this code and then make a copy when you're going to build a new page so that you can tinker with the different, stuff like the size and the color and all that. So anyway, that's all you got to do to the code. What I do is I'll Command A to select all or select all the code, and you're going to go from where it says style at the top all the way to script. So I just Command A and then Command C for copy, or you can right click copy, right? And then over here in lead pages, and I'll do it from scratch. By the way, here in lead pages, I also built a template page that I just duplicate. So I build a template page, I put this button on it, I put the code and everything in there, make it all work, and then I just leave it down here, right here. It's this one that says new favicon. And every time I go to build a new page, I just duplicate it. That way I don't have to go through all this code stuff again. And yeah, you may have to scroll to the offer and change the ClickBank URL if you're changing offers, but when you're duplicating, it's cakewalk. You don't have to do any of this stuff when you're duplicating your ads. You just duplicate the ad and change the TID in the URL, which I'll show you. All right, so you got the code, you put your stuff, you've altered the code. You're going to go here to create a new lead page, right? Generate leads. I haven't done this in so long, whatever. Because I just duplicate. So start with a blank page down here. I want to call the page new fab new weight loss offer. Okay, boom, continue. All right, so I'm doing it from scratch again. Okay, so now the layout, right? You want, let's see, the layout, no, widgets, sorry, my bad. So let's say you want a headline right here, and then you want some text below your headline, right there. You want to put an image, below your text, right? And then you want a button, but you don't use button, right? This is where it's different. You're going to use HTML. You're going to drag an HTML down here underneath, and you're going to get this looking thing, okay? What you do is you just click right in here. You just click it, and then this box opens up, and this is where you paste on Mac, Command V for paste the code here, right? So now there's the code. Now this is what I was telling you. This is a small, you can go and do all your altering of your code here. It's just a small area. So you could come here and say, change the background color or the border or the font color, all that stuff right here, font size and everything. But then you're going to scroll on down. It's a little bit further because it's text wrapping. And here is the ClickBank offer hop link that you're going to change. And then right here is the text for the button. Okay? So you just change that stuff. You hit save, right? Hit save. It's pub right there, right? And then I go to preview. Right? Let's preview it. Now there's the button. Watch the video, right? And you can see down in the left hand corner, right down here, I look down here, when I hover, that's my ClickBank hop link, right? For the offer. So we know the button's pointed to the right place. What you're going to do now is the same thing we always do, and that is download the HTML out of lead pages and then upload it to your cPanel, okay? And when you do, I'm going to go to a page that I know that already works. So SOS, let's go, it's static, and then it's static, and then let's go to Venus factor, right? Then TID. Okay, so here's the deal, right? If you look right up here, there's so this is the URL, right? That's the URL to the page once I've uploaded it to my cPanel. Then you type in, you know, question mark TID equals, and in this case, test, you know, 5 May 12, 2019, right? And then enter. So now I have this page. Well, if we go over to ClickBank, you'll see, even if you keep going here, well, let's just go ahead. We'll just keep going, right? Right, so, okay, Venus factor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, get started. We're just going to skip all this. And I'll show you that test, see right here, look. See that it's passing through. So all you got to do, so then that link, that URL, right? So SOS, and then static, not 4, that's an old one. Venus factor, then this one here, right? This is the actual URL that you're going to use. It's really HTTPS, whoops, HTTPS : dot, so I'll copy, and then, right, so anyway, so then you would put this URL when you make your ad in Facebook. This is the URL that you're going to put in your ad. Now, every time you do a new ad, you simply can just change this. Let's say it's tomorrow. It would be test 513, right? And then 513, enter, right? Okay, and then watch video, right? So new ad, you know, you duplicated the ad, right? Add to cart, fine. It was 513, remember? See, look, 513. So it changes, so all you got to do is change the TID at the end of the URL now, and ClickBank tracks it, Facebook tracks the button click. Let's see, I'll do that again and show you. So paste 512 right here. You can see page view fired. This is my pixel, page view fired and lead fired, right? And then microdata. So when you go to Facebook, it will track the lead, the button click, over to the VSL. So that's it, man. There's really nothing to it, actually. I mean, it's not that difficult. You just have to remember to change your TID, but before you, well, when you duplicate an ad, you want to just change the TID for that new ad so that you can track it in ClickBank. Facebook will the code will automatically tell Facebook that somebody clicked on the button. So you can scroll back. I'm going a little bit fast, but anyway, this was that page that we built, right? Headline, text, box, and then an image, and then that button. You just use the HTML. Widget, right over here, the HTML widget. You drag it where you want the button, and then tinker with the code. Just click on it, and the little box pops up, and here's your code. And you can change font size, font type, style. You can probably mess with the gradient and the color and all that. But that's it, man. So I'll send you the text. I'll copy that. I'm going to copy the document so that you actually have the code in a document. And then what I do is I copy the document, and then I use the copy instead of the original, just to preserve the code again. So hopefully this helps, bro. If you have any challenges, either go back and slow it down, or just text me or call me or something, man. And yeah, hopefully that does it for you. Just double check, once you've uploaded it to your cPanel, just double check that your tracking's working in ClickBank and in Facebook. As you know, Facebook may take 48 hours to report it, but sometimes you'll see it right away and you can tell that it's working. All right, cool. So duplicate an ad, just change the TID on the end of the URL, and move on to the next one. Duplicate another one, and that way you can use the same page, for the same offer and everything, since you're just duplicating it. All right, man. Cool. I'll talk to you soon. Later.